Hello, Ann Arbor, and welcome to our brand new Varsity Sports Show. We're so thankful you chose to tune in. Enough respect. I'm your host, Kevin Bryant. This show will travel around the Deuce to as many varsity events to shine additional light on our town athletes. On this week's show, you'll meet the Skyline water polo team, ranked #1 in the state, plus highlights from around the town, featuring baseball, soccer, lacrosse. First up, some baseball. Let's go over to Greenhills, where they were hosting Allen Park Cabrini for a Saturday morning double set. On the hill for the Griffins in the first game was Fran Love. He had to be excited for this sweet play from deep in the hole from short top. Talon Please showing off his arm for this early putout. Later, Please motored his wheels to end this scoring threat for the Monarchs. Great range on this one. Now, defense was optional for Cabrini in this tight match. The Griffins, Toey Bullock, capitalized off of not one, but two horrendous throwing errors off this play. Now, almost preseason stuff there. Now, after a brief conversation from the Blue Crew, Greenhills actually was awarded the game's first run. Love found his groove and was dealing nasty benders all morning long. Look at this one. You sit down. And he wasn't just dishing out heat. Here, Love plates home Bullock to help out his own cause. I think this is just a little single, but he does the job. There goes Bullock motoring around that second baseman. Greenhills would take both games in the double set, this one and improving their season record to 6-9. Now, the River Rats. They found themselves in a tight squeeze against SEC white-leading Tecumseh Indians. This perfectly placed bunt by Brian Covell, leading to this error by pitcher Reed. Looks like he never had control of that ball. Nevertheless, the Indians pushed their lead to 5 runs. Huron, though, would mount a late rally. Here at the plate, second baseman Balanis drills a single. The Rats would load the bases. But on this nifty play from the Indians, that would put it into the scoring threat for the Rats. Unfortunately for Huron, the bats kept ringing for Tecumseh. Huron skipper Fred Brown attempted to calm down his closer. Wait a minute. Didn't we have a Mr. Brown baseball coach back in the day when I was at Huron? Am I getting punked? The River Rats would drop both games on this day to Tecumseh. This one, the pitcher is just overpowering the Rats. Okay, enough baseball. Let's go on to some lacrosse, where the Griffins hosted Detroit Cast Technicians. Manning the net was senior captain Bennett from Cola. He would be in for a busy day. Cast Tech on this early rush was stopped by a timely scoop block from Cola. Nice. Greenhills put themselves in a hole by really not clearing their zone. Here, KG Williams Jokes went downstairs for this score. The Griffins continued to fall behind. Travell Bibbs used his speed to fire this laser pass from Cola. In the second half, the cage finally opened up for the home squad. John Sadrak for a quick dish to Peter Pokeroff. And then Sadrak applied his offensive pressure to the technicians to get the Griffins back into this one here on the 5-hole goal. Then he found some top shelf chatter. This hotly contested match was deadlocked after regulation, and so it headed into OT, where Cast Tech upended Greenhills 9-8. It was a lighter affair between Father Gabriel Richard and University of Liggett. Junior goalkeeper Cooper Case enjoyed a nice spring afternoon, nearly worry-free. His best friend helped him out on this beam from Luke Salek. The Irish scorched the netting on this day. Attacker Pat Dyer went pulled down for this one of his many points on the day. Next from behind, Dyer on the assist to a streaking Trevor Brinks for another Irish goal. Timely. Now look at this one. Look, Ma, no helmet, and I'm off my feet. John Skubik goes full, well, let's just say half court, and he takes some contact and finds the back of the netting. You might see that one later on Top Plays. Case closed the net and sent Liggett on a long ride home. The Irish win easily, 13-3. Why not one more goal? Okay, now let's head over to the Eagles' Nest where Skyline welcomed the Pioneers for a friendly. This match featured two solid teams, each with formidable keepers. We witnessed the skill of Pioneers junior goalkeeper Whit Denson last week. Here he picks off an Eagles shot by Jude Carlson. The Eagles coaching staff worked hard to keep their boys' confidence up. In this match,
Eagles strike first, coming in off the bounce goal. Skyline up 1-0 on.
And now next, here's Houston for the Pioneers. He shoots downstairs, and that one's stopped. Now here's a great name. The goalkeeper is Thor Ham for the Eagles, but when you're going up against the king of Sellies, Levi Rosenberg, again, goes into his scoring bag. Now confusing the Eagles was this slick netter by the Pioneers into the lead. Came back for the Eagles as Carlson finds his wide open teammate, Samathan, who quickly hit this shot home. Eagles, though, the Pioneers, though, went on for the offense, and they continued to shine. Rosenberg here on the goal. How many is it? 1, 2, 3. Just take a selfie. Pioneers go on to a 10-6 dub. Okay, that's it for the boys, but don't go anywhere. Up next, we have girls soccer, lacrosse, and my favorite, water polo. But first, here's our first poll question. This is an easy one, folks. Who has the best school mascot in Ann Arbor? Yeah, I know which one I'm going to vote for. Let's see, vote online, and your poll results will be shown on our Instagram page.
Okay, don't go anywhere. The fifth quarter will be right back.
Two Pioneers converge on him as soon as he got about to the goal line.
Look at Denson just fighting people off as he takes it all the way upfield. And Denson's trying to get into
he might hit a little something for his, his efforts
he
there.
He did.
And welcome back. Now on to the pitch at the Eagles' Nest. First, we go to Skyline in the home blues, where they were a determined bunch. The River Rats were on their heels to begin and found it nearly impossible to crack the Eagles' stout defensive set from Coach Chris Morgan. Offensively, Skyline commanded the corners early, but Huron keeper Elena Steva was quick coming to the task. Here she comes out and retrieves the shot. Huron's early transition opportunities were met by the Eagles' midfield defense that were playing up time and time again. And when Huron River Rats finally were able to break free, goalie Sophie Nero booted away any opportunities that came her way. Senior Hallie Zahn placed some English on this low corner, but Esteva was really trying to find out where the ball was at. And the Rats D wasn't having any of this one. Check out this bender. With the heads-up play, he comes up and grabs it. Check out this. Is the circus in town? Look at all this wild action. I can't believe it. Let's take another look at this because maybe we can get an extra point, maybe not a goal. Now Jay Thompson with a full rush through the Huron defense triggered the Eagles offense after some clutch passing. Midfielder Rory Dyer will blast this shot cross cage for the Eagles score. Good setup pass right here. Look at all that open netting. Skyline would go on to best the River Rats 1-0. I think it may have been the unofficial Huron Pioneer Sports Week. So let's go with soccer. The skies were a little clearer for Huron later in the week against the Pioneers. Estiva easily stopped this shot. The spring temperatures helped the fans enjoy the match, but the Hurons' offense was still, hadn't thawed out. While the Pioneers were heating up the net, sophomore Quincy Dean dropped this knuckleball over Estiva to put the Pioneers up. Top shelf is where mom keeps the peanut butter, and Maya Borgsdorf, she knocks this one over with a sweet goal from outside. What touch. Huron tried to keep pace with Pie High, but on this night, it just wasn't meant to be. A late goal here by Darren McDaniel sealed the Pioneers' 6-0 win. These two rivals went on to the lacrosse field next, where the Pioneers didn't let up one bit. The Pioneers' defensive stops were the main difference. There we go over to some lacrosse. The Pioneers were doing some strong rushes on the net, but a lot of defense was the main difference. Here, Pioneer mixed some strong defense with relentless offense, and they found some success going upfield. This shot finds the net off of cross senior Lily Whitcomb. Here's that goal. Right over the keeper's head. Megan Edwards was the recipient off this pass from Grace Grabowski. Quick goal. Then sophomore Maggie Lamb with a restart goal. This one was a long one for keeper Sophie Lee and the River Rats. The Pioneers go on to win big, 16-2. And finally, to the pool for some fast action water polo. Huron jumped to an early lead. This goal by sophomore Maddie Pale put the Rats up by 2-0. Now, strong defense was in front of Savannah Duman in the cage that helped Huron propel early. Her counter in the cage was Pioneers' Lindsay Hamilton. Her hands were full trying to stop this versatile attack from Huron's Maddie Montgomery. This was a back and forth match between two teams fighting for leverage in a seeding match. Great stop there by Hamilton. The Pioneers were able to strike once Huron found itself man down. June Galvin, well, let's check out that save that actually by Montgomery dropping back into the net to help out. What's this? I think she gets a fingertip on that shot. Now here is where we go cross pool, and Galvin found the correct angle to get past Duman to put the Pioneers on the board. It's been a long season for Coach Will Hart, but he's been building this young team up as best as he can. Galvin again found the netting, a skip shot past Duman tied the match heading into half. Junior Deanna Peck from outside the 5-meter arc with this next blast to keep things tight. Great shot, great angle. Now this is a shot we normally don't see find success, and it was just before the end of the third period. Huron's Maddie Montgomery, masquerading as a splash brother, drops one from half pool bomb for the goal. This put the Rats up by 1. Then off of a penalty, Montgomery strikes again. This time cross cage past Hamilton. Montgomery, on her birthday to boot, keeps her NBA goal theme flowing with this sky hook to dampen any hopes for a Pioneer win. The River Rats go on for a 7-4 dub. The Pioneers finished out their rivalry week facing off against #1 ranked Skyline Eagles. Here, Britta Coltis off a long outlet quickly puts the Eagles up with her first goal of the night. When presented with this early opportunity and up, the Pioneers were successful. The goalie's best friend couldn't stop the energy of Deanna Pike, who followed up this shot with kind of a push goal past freshman netminder Julia Zhang. Momentum was flowing towards the upset, but this penalty shot would have made things interesting had it gone in, but it was just a bit outside. The Eagles wasted little time to respond. Strong outlet here from Zhang led to the dangerous Eagles hole man, Allie Denninger, to begin her scoring barrage. Britta Coltis blasts that one through the wet hands of Hamilton to put up the Eagles by 2. Now the Eagles sprayed shots from every angle. Denninger outside for this one. Man, I feel bad for anyone trying to stop Allie Denninger from this next one, a penalty shot. Ouch. You can guess what happens here, right? This completed the first half. Hattie coming up on the break. This one just a lob shot. Allie goes in with that shot. And it again, here comes Allie Denninger with another goal. Coach Godick and her Eagles drifted off to a 12-4 win in this one. The competition turned up for the Eagles when Chelsea stopped by for a seeding match against them. Skyline in the Blue Claps struck first from this shot from sophomore Evie Edlund. The Bulldogs began to settle down. Here's a timely block from goalie Sydney Barston. Now Denninger got the Eagles offense going as usual. Here from a hole position, creating some distance and finishing off the shot. This next attack shows off the entire team. Precision passing, and when in doubt, find Allie. The Eagles started to pour it on now. Keegan Monahan, though, for Chelsea's leading scorer, patiently waited for an opening before spinning this shot past Zhang. But back came the Eagles. I have to mention again this beautiful passing again. They're outscoring opponents as well by 14 goals per match. Here, Denninger shows off her speed before unleashing a bomb. The second period, I should say, brought more insane blocks from Zhang as the Eagles tame the Bulldogs in this one, 12-3. Watch Allie just beat everyone up the pool here on this one. I guess that's why they're ranked so high in the state, and we've got a great angle from Zhang and how she cuts off the cage here on this attempt. I'm sure we'll see more from the Eagles later on, possibly in our top plays.
And it's fun to watch them play. They've grown a lot in the last, it's been 7 weeks, and even though it seems like with postseason right around the corner, it's like, holy crap, districts is next weekend, but also we have another month until the state tournament, so it's still a lot of time, and that's a lot of room for growth.
Pioneers now 28 seconds to go, still only down a bucket. Half-court offense just so electric in this gym right now. Both sides feeding off of each other, and there's Micah Powell for 3 high, and that one rattles in. Are you kidding me?
On campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
This talented version of the Eagles water polo team may not have great depth, yet their chemistry has at times tested their coach's patience.
My team's a handful, in a good way. They're really fun, they're really hardworking, and that's one of the things that I love most about them this year. My vibe as a coach, I kind of feed off them and what they want, and I could tell from the beginning this year that they want to work their butts off, even before season started.
I'd say the environment and everyone just with us, the team is really fun, and winning our games is really fun too.
So we get in the pool is reps how fast can we score our first goal? So for instance, I sprint it a lot, so my first thing is how can I get open off of that? Because that's kind of would be our first look or opportunity.
Team bonding combined with strong leadership from their captains has inspired organic growth for this tight-knit group.
They're all best friends, which a small team like this, I only carry 10 on my varsity team, so they're pretty much together year round, so they definitely have a good vibe, and honestly, that's actually a really big contributor of why I think they're clicking so well in the water is just they're around each other so much, they know each other as people, and they know each other as players.
Oh yeah, we have so much fun, in the water and out of the water. We're just all connected this year, our passes, all our jokes together, so yeah, it's really fun.
What are some of those activities you do outside the pool?
Well, right now we're planning a team sleepover, and then we'll do a lot of team dinners as well, especially before bigger games and stuff like that.
Allie is kind of the goofy, loud one. Britta is the super intense one, and Sophia's kind of the calm, cool, collected, but she'll check you when you need to be checked. So the three of them just have the greatest combination together, and I think that they're a really special group.
It's awesome. I love water polo. I hope to pursue it in college, and being a captain to me is just I want to bring everyone up, and I want to push our team because we came in here with the goal to win the state championship. So it's kind of what can I do to help everyone do that?
Honestly, she's great. She's a bundle of joy. She's always talking. Whenever I come to practice and I'm not feeling like I want to work or I'm not in the best mood, she always pushes me hard, and she's my little competitor. Whenever I'm oh, I got to beat her, she's got to beat me. We compete with each other to make each other better.
It's awesome playing with her. I don't know, we work very well together.
They're thing one and thing two, man. They're great together.
Cool, calm, and collecting opponent shots is freshman keeper Julia Zhang. Now, don't be fooled by her youth. This stage is just her opening act.
I think this year, there's a little bit of pressure, but I've been playing water polo for a while, so I think I'm pretty chill with this, and it's really fun playing. So there's not a lot of pressure.
She's great. She's not afraid of anything. I've known her, I think, since she was maybe in 6th grade. She started playing with my club team, Wolverine, and she will take any opportunity to play water polo that she can, and that's one thing that has gotten her to where she is today. She has a goalie coach that she's working with not only here locally in Ann Arbor, but she has a virtual goalie coach that she's been working with. She's doing everything in her power to become a better goalie, and as a freshman, number one, you don't see that too often, that she's seeking out those opportunities, but that just also means with her 3-year high school career in front of her, she's gonna be something special. She's something special now. I can't wait to see her senior year.
The trust instilled by Coach Godick has this group focused and primed for their ultimate goal.
Honestly, I've learned a lot. She just puts a lot of faith in me, which is great. She's super communicative, so if I'm hey, I don't really want to play this position, she's super great at listening and adjusting to that. She makes some great plays that coaches and teams don't understand, and they always get to work. So
the importance of me as a coach building them up is extremely important for them both in and out of the water, and like I'm seeing results from it right now, and they deserve the results, and they deserve to be confident young female athletes, and like all the power to them, and I'm excited for the next month.
The Eagles host districts and states will be held locally at U of M. Weekly top plays up next.
You have no business being out there.
You know, I'm a person too.
And welcome back, folks. Now it's time for our top plays segment, only from our schools around town. Let's get them going. First, let's go to girls lacrosse, where the restart goal, I really feel for goalies on this play. Man, there's just no love. Next, we go to the pitch, where Rory Dyer finds an open cage. That's our number 9 one on the week. Let's go to number 8 to the pool, where Skyline scoring machine Allie Denninger displayed some speed as well as power after this steal. She gets it and she just motors past everyone up pool. Check this out. She'll finish this one off with a bang in the back of the cage. All right, let's go to number 7, where we go to some lacrosse, where Mr. Sully gets his celebration on after another goal. What are you gonna do this time, Levi? How many goals is it? You don't know? Why don't you take a selfie? Remember this one. Good job to capture the moment. All right, now check out this scoop save here by Bennett from Cola from the Greenhills Griffins against Cass Tech. Great job. On to number 5 play back in the pool water polo and our 1970 basketball throwback. Check out this hook shot from Maddie Montgomery. That looked like Kareem. Now back to the Eagles for play number 4. They play a little keep away with this ball from Chelsea before they unleash this missile in back of the cage. Every coach has to like the way they're sharing the rock. I think that actually went post down. All right, let's go to play number 3. Back to Father Gabriel Shard and check out John Zubik. His attack skills, leaves his feet, drops to the ground. Man, fix your lid. What a goal. That was amazing. Our number 2 one goes back to the soccer pitch, where we get a little bit of a lift, maybe from some wind on this shot. Right over Elena Esteva's head for the goal. Now our top play of the week, it comes from the pool. Check out how deep this shot comes from Maida Montgomery. This one is in the real deep end of the pool, folks. Let's take one more glance at that one, because that one was a sweet shot. I mean, you don't usually get shots like this, and when you do see it, you probably want to see it one more time. Now, those are our top plays of the week, folks. Hope you enjoyed them, and I hope you enjoyed this show. If you liked us online, why don't you leave us a comment in that comments field? And if you're watching on Comcast Channel 17, kudos to you. We love you here at CTN Sports. So for everyone here and everyone out there in the streets, until we meet again, I'm your host, Kevin Bryant.